Hi everyone, it's Tammy. Today we're going to be focusing on the Endless Thanks stamp set by Stampin' Up. This is my card series where I take one stamp set and do 3 different projects over the course of a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I post them at noon so that you can get some different ideas for some of the different stamp sets that we have available. This one came from last year's catalog, or came over from last year's catalog. I don't know when it was new, but it is not new this year, but I love it. I love the idea of having print and script together, even though this is kind of a playful scripted or printed script, but it's kind of the way I write. I kind of do a half print, half script kind of a handwriting. So it's kind of a neat handwriting. And I'm going to do a pretty simple card today, but I think that it's one that you guys will like and it would be easy to duplicate. If you want instructions with the card sizes and all of that, that can be found on my blog, and that is posted below, which is also TT.Scraps.blogspot.com. And my plan is to put the instructions up on the same day that I post the video. However, I have learned how to post videos and schedule them, but I haven't really learned how to post and schedule blogs. So I don't know, I need to still work on that. I haven't looked too hard to try to do that, but I'm using Tip Top Taupe. I'm using mint macaron. This is the designer series paper. It has 2 sides, and I'm using 2 strips or 2 pieces of that, 1 little strip and 1 piece, white, whisper white, and then I'm using some white twine. This is not our twine, I don't believe. It could be a sample from one of our twines, but we do have thick baker's twine in whisper white. I would recommend that. I don't know exactly where I got this, so I apologize. This is not the Stampin' Up! Product from what I remember. However, it could be just some that I had in my stash. We are also going to be using Tip Top Taupe, Flirty Flamingo, and mint macaron inks for this card. So this is our card palette. And I'm going to go ahead and open all of these up. And this card will also use the Big Shot to cut out the bold butterfly framelit. Well, if I can hold it, it's this one. And we're going to cut it out on a piece of a Flirty Flamingo. I would recommend using a bigger piece, but I am using a scrap, so that's why I have that out. And then we are also casing this card from Pinterest. I found one that's quite similar and I loved it, and it was by hollyshobbs.blogspot.com. It was created by Holly Steeney, I believe. So she is the one who gets credit for this card, at least as far as I know from what I found online. I'm going to go ahead and cut out, I probably shouldn't open those yet. Let's cut out this butterfly while I'm thinking of it. Let's move this out of the way so I won't ink up my knuckles. I love my Big Shot. I promise you, although it's an expensive purchase, it is worth it if you are a card maker or a paper crafter. Now, I didn't hear it pop, so I'm going to run it through one more time just in case, because I'm not sure if it will pop or not. It looks like it did cut it, so I'm good. So I'm going to, I know some of my little things are a little warped now. I use this enough that I can get that little piece of cardstock where I need it to be for the card, but I would recommend a bigger piece than what I used. And I am taking our die cut brush, and watch this. You just gently roll this over. And this brush is hard bristles and it goes through these little holes, and it will lift this right out with very little effort. And usually this everything pops out. There was one that didn't pop out that I had to take out, but look at that. It's so much nicer than having to fight with it. So that's another purchase that I would say isn't a must-have, but if you if you're going to make cards, it's a must-have if you're going to make die cuts, because you know it's just right to have the right tool for the job, and it's like 12 bucks and it's so worth it. So I would highly recommend that. And I also just got some magnetic sheets to stick my die cuts on, and that has been a wonderful investment as well. I could get them on Amazon. I don't even remember how many I got, but I got a boatload for like $36, I think. I don't remember. I don't want to tell you wrong. But someone on YouTube had recommended it, and I thought, ooh, I'm going to try it, and sure enough. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is do my stamping. So I need to get out either my Misty or my block, and I'm going to use my block this time with my Stampin' Scrub. And I'm going to go ahead and get this wet because I have not stamped today. So I'll put my mist on that to my cleaner to clean it, and I'm going to put this to the side so I will have it ready when I am ready. And oh, one thing I didn't include that I know I need is an extra piece of Whisper White cardstock. For thanks or whatever you want to put on it. I am going to use the heart in this. And I'm going to take my mint macaron, and I'm just going to put several hearts. Oop, I didn't do that one very well. All around here. And because I didn't do that one very well, I'm going to try to go over it. There we go. That's one of the great things about these clear acrylic stamps. And you can put as many as you want, or as few as you want. I think that looks about good. And only one more thing that I need to stamp, which is going to be this little word frame. And hopefully this is a big enough piece of cardstock. Yes, it is. So I am going to stamp this in Tip Top Taupe. And I'm going to just put this down like that. And I'm going to take my sentiment, which in this case I believe I will use thanks. Grateful. Friend. I'm going to use the thanks. And I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to stamp this in the Flirty Flamingo. Sorry if my head was in the picture. It's time to get the hair done again, so pardon the roots. Actually, it's not even roots, it's grays for me. Wisdom highlights. And that's all the inking we need to do, so I can close up my palette. And we are going to fussy cut this because I do not have the banner punch. If you had the banner punch, I believe that you could be able to cut this one out, or if you have the banner punch, you can just do a banner one. But I do not have that. So we will just use our fussy cut and kindergarten skills, which I love. And sometimes I tease and say that if I could be a professional kindergartner for a career, I would be in good shape because I love to cut and paste and color and all those wonderful things I learned in kindergarten. I can say my alphabet like nobody's business. I can't do it backwards though. My kids used to be able to do that. Their daycare provider taught them how to do it backwards. And it's just another song, but it's, I don't know, it very much impressed me, I'll tell you that. I used to be able to do a song of all the states and all the presidents, but I can't do that anymore either. Getting old, man, it stinks. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of designer series paper, and I'm going to use the flower side facing out, but both of those are so cute it was really hard to decide. And I am going to put this at a total angle, and I mean to do it, so it's okay. For you, those of you that are gasping right now because you hate it when it's crooked, I am sorry. The person that I'm casing from had it crooked, and I thought it was just added a cute little something something. And then I cut this at 1/4 inch smaller, and I'm going to put this straight on, kind of like that, just to make it a little fun. And then I'm going to get out some dimensionals for this thanks, but I'm not going to put him on quite yet. Oh, and I probably shouldn't have put that down quite yet either, because I need to still put my twine on it. Arg. Okay, do what I say and not what I did. So yeah, don't do this because I'm messing up my card. But I'm just going to put a piece of twine, just one piece of twine right under here. And I know my card is a total wreck, so yes, this is what will look like. But nobody will be able to tell when I'm done, but it's still kind of a mess. So let's see, I'm not sure where I want this, so let's see. I think I'll go down to this one. So put your little ribbon on first, or your little twine on first. See, you can't tell. And that's the thing with crafting. Most of the time you can fix it. Not a big, huge deal. And I'm going to use glue for this because I'm afraid that my 1/4 inch ATG, or my snail, would be too thick. So I'm just going to use a strip of glue, and I'm going to put that right underneath this twine, like that. And then I'm going to take the twine, I'm going to tie a little baby bow. So it's a big bow right now, but I'm making it a little bow. And I'm going to cut off its little strings. And I'm going to use a glue dot, I believe is the best thing for this. And I'm just going to stick it right in the middle of this butterfly. And I know you're not supposed to touch glue dots with your hands, but I also know that that's the easiest way for me to do it. So I don't always do what I'm supposed to do when it comes to glue dotting. In general, I am a rule follower, but with glue dots, I'm a rebel. And I'm just kind of lifting up his little wings a little bit because I think that's cute. And then I also like to use glue to attach his little body to the card. And I'm going to go up just a little bit so he's right there. Oh no! Look, the glue dot thing came to bite me. I was stuck to the glue dot, so the glue didn't stick. Oh no, Tammy, say it isn't so. There, now my glue wasn't coming out. There. Now I will do this again. And this time I will stick holding the bow instead of the glue dot. There we go. That's cute. And then I'm taking dimensionals to put on my little thanks banner. And I'm going to just put this wherever I feel like I want it. That looks good. Oh, but you can't really read it, can you? Maybe I should move it down. I wonder how she has hers. Oh, she has hers way up, but she has a little butterfly. We did a little different. Like I said, I cased hers, but I made it a little my own. Oh, that glue dot's just stuck, so I'm just gonna have to leave it there. I think you get the hint. If you see it, you'd know that it said thanks. Don't you think? Yay, that's really cute. I like it a lot. And there we go. There is our card. And if you wanted to put a piece of Whisper White on the inside, you certainly could. I don't know if I still will or not. Maybe I will, and I'll put a little heart in there too. Why not? Let's just do that together, shall we? So here's some Whisper White that I have handy. And let's see, how wide is it? Let's do 4 by 5 1/4. 4. Yeah, I like it when the inside is a little done, and I think it's really cute when you put something sweet on the inside. So I will go ahead and do a few little hearts in mint macaron. Although it would be cute in any color. There we go. Now our card is complete. Hope you like it, and stay tuned, or please watch the other 2 videos, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or when they're going up. And again, we're using the Endless Thanks stamp set this week. Thank you very much for watching. Endless thanks. Bye.